In the steadfast world of Stoic philosophy, where does one find the balance between enduring life's challenges and embracing its joys? Stoicism, an ancient school of thought, teaches us to accept what we cannot change, focus on our virtues, and live in accordance with nature. But what does it mean to live in accordance with nature? It means recognizing our power to govern our responses to external circumstances and finding contentment within ourselves. As we explore this rich philosophical tradition, we will uncover timeless wisdom that can help us lead more fulfilling lives. Whether you are just beginning your journey into Stoicism or seeking to deepen your understanding, join us as we delve into practical insights that promise not just to inform, but transform. How then can these ancient teachings impact your modern life? Let's explore and dive in together. Number 1. Don't reshape your life to fit others. In the pursuit of a fulfilling life, the Stoic philosophy teaches us the paramount importance of maintaining our personal identity and goals. If you seek tranquility, do less, Marcus Aurelius advised, but let that less be done thoroughly and with full dedication to your own path and purpose. This sage counsel underscores a crucial aspect of Stoicism, the essence of focusing on our own lives and values, rather than reshaping ourselves to fit the molds set by others. Why then do we so often find ourselves bending our desires to match someone else's expectations? Is it not, as Seneca pointed out, because we fear disapproval more than we value our own peace of mind? He prompts us to consider, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? This rhetorical question challenges us to reflect on our reluctance to embrace our true selves in the face of societal pressures. The Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, our behaviors, our goals, empowers us to reclaim our lives. It is not about selfishness, rather it is about authentic self-expression and alignment with our deepest values. The external world is unpredictable and often beyond our influence, but how we respond to it, including the decision to hold firm in our identity and ambitions, is ours to command. In the modern narrative of success, where one's worth is frequently measured by external validation, Stoicism offers a refreshing counterpoint. Value yourself, your reasoned choices, and your integrity above all. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Embracing this mindset encourages not only resilience, but also a profound sense of fulfillment derived from pursuing what genuinely matters to us. Therefore, as you navigate the complexities of relationships and societal expectations, remember that the most rewarding path is one where you do not lose sight of who you are. Celebrate your personal victories, small and large, and never cease to strive for a life that feels authentically yours. Number 2. Don't ruin your life by being too obsessed with someone. In the realm of human connections, Stoic philosophy offers a stern warning against the perils of excessive emotional dependence. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life, asserted Epictetus, underscoring the importance of autonomy over our emotional states. When we allow our happiness to hinge entirely upon another person's presence and actions, we relinquish this freedom, setting ourselves on a precarious path where peace of mind becomes the exception, not the norm. But why do we succumb to such obsession? Challenges us with a poignant inquiry. To what end are you directing your efforts? In becoming overly fixated on another, are we not neglecting the very essence of our being, our passions, our goals, our growth? The Stoics contended that true happiness is self-sourced, immutable by external fluctuations, including the whims of human affection. Thus, attaching our well-being to another is akin to entrusting our life's steering wheel to the unpredictable winds. Marcus Aurelius, a sage in his own right, advised, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This guidance encourages us to love vigorously, yet without forsaking our individual journey for personal development and fulfillment. It is a reminder that while relationships enrich life, they should not redefine our core, nor should they derail us from our philosophical pursuit of self-sufficiency. Therefore, let us strive to balance our affections with wisdom, ensuring that our emotional investments do not compromise our self-command. By maintaining a Stoic detachment, we safeguard our inner sanctuary from the tumults of external dependencies, leading a life that is not only resilient, but truly free. Number 3. Don't let anything harm your mental health or happiness. In the teachings of Stoicism, the sanctity of one's mental health and happiness holds paramount importance. It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them, declared Marcus Aurelius, suggesting that our emotional well-being hinges not on external events, but on our responses to them. This perspective is crucial when considering the dynamics of relationships, where often our peace is disrupted not by the actions of others, but by the power we allow these actions to hold over us. As part of the human crowd and a fellow to them all, you should neither cringe nor go along with them, but be sympathetic and at the same time independent. This guidance underscores the importance of empathy without compromising our own emotional stability. Relationships, whether personal or professional, should not have the capacity to derail our mental peace. But how does one maintain this balance? The key lies in setting clear emotional boundaries, a concept not foreign to Stoic philosophy. Epictetus taught that freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of one's desires, but by the removal of desire. In the context of mental health, this means detaching our happiness from the actions and reactions of others. By removing or moderating our emotional desires connected to external approval and validation, we safeguard our well-being. Are the disturbances in your life truly external, or do they stem from within your own perceptions and expectations? Cultivating a Stoic mindset involves a rigorous examination of one's thoughts and reactions, ensuring they are in harmony with a life of virtue and tranquility. Remember, the strength of your character is defined not by how you interact with peace, but by how you respond to challenge. By prioritizing your mental health and emotional independence, you not only live true to Stoic teachings, but also enhance your capacity for genuinely fulfilling relationships. Number 4. Don't push friends or family away for someone else. In the wisdom of Stoicism, balance is not merely a concept, but a fundamental practice, especially in the realm of personal relationships. Marcus Aurelius, a proponent of this balanced approach, urged, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This imagery invites us to consider our relationships as constellations, with each star, whether friend, family, or lover, adding unique light to our lives. Why then should one dim the light of long-standing relationships for the glare of a new romantic involvement? Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. Part of mastering oneself is managing how we allocate our emotional investments. It's crucial to avoid the pitfall of giving one relationship all-encompassing power over our time and energy, which can lead to isolation and vulnerability. Seneca's views on friendship are particularly pertinent here. He stated, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. True understanding involves recognizing the value of our pre-existing relationships and the support system they offer. Neglecting these in favor of a single relationship can disrupt our emotional equilibrium and diminish the richness of our social fabric. Thus, how can we ensure that we do not push away our friends or family for someone else? It begins with the Stoic practice of reflection, evaluating our actions and their harmony with our values. Consider this: are your choices reflecting a well-rounded life, or are they skewed towards a single axis? By fostering diverse relationships that include family, friends, and romantic partners, we nurture a robust network that supports various aspects of our lives, enhancing our resilience and overall happiness. Reflect on your own life constellation. Is it balanced, or does one star overshadow the rest? Let this contemplation guide you towards a more harmonious existence. Number 5. Don't invest too much time in them. In the contemplative realms of Stoic philosophy, balance and moderation are esteemed as gateways to a tranquil life. Seneca, a stalwart of these ancient teachings, wisely noted, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." His words echo profoundly when considering how we allocate our time across various aspects of our lives, especially in relationships. While love and companionship are undeniably vital, investing an excessive amount of time in any one relationship to the detriment of others or oneself deviates from the Stoic ideal of self-mastery and balance. How then do we strike the right balance? The key lies in setting healthy boundaries, a concept that might seem at odds with the notion of boundless romantic love, but is, in fact, aligned with the Stoic pursuit of virtue. "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue," Zeno commented, arguing that going beyond words and time commitments can lead to chaos in our lives and relationships. It is thus crucial to maintain a proportionate investment in relationships, ensuring that personal growth, career, friendships, and self-care receive their due attention. Are you preserving your precious hours for pursuits that cultivate your soul and character, as well as your relationships? Confine yourself to the present, but always within the framework of a well-rounded life that doesn't lean excessively into any single facet at the expense of others. By establishing and adhering to clear boundaries, you not only protect your time, but also enhance the quality of your relationships. After all, a relationship thrives best not from the quantity of time spent together, but from the quality of freedom and respect each person brings into it. Stoicism teaches us to foster independence alongside intimacy, ensuring that our engagements are always enriching and never ensnaring. Number 6. Don't reveal everything about your past, especially the tough times. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on reason and self-mastery, offers profound guidance on the handling of personal information, especially regarding our past difficulties or trauma. Some things are in our control and others not, Epictetus famously declared, distinguishing between what lies within our power and what does not. In matters of personal history, Stoics would argue that the choice of what to share and with whom is decidedly within our control. The Stoics teach us to value our inner citadel, protecting it against external disturbances. Revealing too much about our past, particularly the darker chapters, can sometimes leave us vulnerable to judgments or misuse by others who might not have our best interests at heart. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This guidance encourages us to be judicious in our disclosures, sharing selectively in a manner that fortifies rather than weakens our position in social interactions. Seneca also touched upon the concept of self-disclosure in relationships. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. The process is a mutual one. In this light, sharing our past should not merely be about unloading our burdens, but should serve a purposeful role in mutual growth and understanding. Reflect on this. How much of your past should you share, and what benefits does this sharing bring? Is your sharing helping to build deeper connections, or might it be compromising your emotional safety? The key is to maintain a balance, where our past is neither a shield keeping everyone at bay, nor a burden indiscriminately laid bare. Through Stoic wisdom, we are reminded that while our stories define us, our discernment in sharing them shapes our future interactions and well-being. Number 7. Don't agree simply to satisfy them. In Stoic philosophy, integrity is not merely a virtue, but a fundamental expression of our nature. As Marcus Aurelius famously asserted, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle beckons us to stand firmly by our opinions and values, rather than bending them to please others or to fit in. Stoicism teaches us that true harmony within oneself and with the world comes from being authentic and consistent in our actions and words. Why then might we find ourselves agreeing just to satisfy someone else? Is it fear of conflict or rejection that sways us from our true path? Consider the words of Seneca. "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." In the same vein, he who fears discord or disapproval may compromise his values and opinions, ultimately living a life less worthy of his true potential. Each time we silence our voice to match the chorus of others, we betray a part of ourselves, diminishing our light under the shadow of conformity. How often do you find yourself nodding along or agreeing out of sheer desire to avoid discomfort or conflict? Stoic wisdom encourages us to evaluate our motivations and to act not out of fear or complacency, but from a place of strength and conviction. Epictetus reminds us, "Only the educated are free." This education is not merely academic, but involves a deep personal understanding of one's values and the courage to live by them. Upholding your own opinions and values is not about obstinacy or inflexibility. It is about respecting yourself enough to voice your truths and make decisions that align with your principles. In doing so, you not only lead a life of authenticity and respect, but also inspire those around you to embrace their genuine selves. Number 8. Don't be controlled by the fear of solitude. "All the things that are mine are with me." This statement resonates deeply with the Stoic practice of valuing independence, a virtue that helps us escape the fear of loneliness. This fear often traps individuals in unhealthy relationships, not because the company is enriching, but because the silence of being alone seems overwhelmingly daunting. Stoicism teaches us that true companionship comes from being at peace with oneself, rather than filling silence with presence that may devalue our existence. Why then do we fear being alone? Is it that solitude forces us to confront the truths we often silence in the cacophony of societal interactions? Seneca challenges us to be steadfast, stating, "He who is brave is free." Bravery in this context is not just facing external adversities, but confronting internal voids that we fear might consume us. However, the Stoic wisdom posits that it is within these voids that we find our true selves and the strength to be truly independent. When you think of solitude, do you view it as a state of lack or an opportunity for growth? If our thoughts are governed by fear, especially the fear of being alone, we give up our power and independence. By reframing solitude as a fertile space for reflection and self-growth, we transform what many perceive as a condition to be avoided into a state to be valued. Embracing independence means recognizing that being alone does not equate to loneliness. It is an opportunity to fortify our inner fortresses, cultivate our virtues, and prepare ourselves for relationships that are not just bonds of necessity, but genuine connections that complement our complete, contented selves. This shift is essential for anyone looking to lead a meaningful and fulfilling life, anchored not in the fear of solitude, but in the strength of self-reliance. Number 9. Don't forget to celebrate even small wins. In the teachings of Stoicism, every moment holds a potential victory that deserves recognition. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Epictetus, a sentiment echoed in the Stoic appreciation for present blessings. Celebrating small wins is not just an exercise in gratitude. It is a profound practice in reinforcing a positive self-image and maintaining motivation. Why is it essential to celebrate these small victories? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By consciously acknowledging every success, no matter how minor it may seem, we dye our souls with the hues of progress and positivity. This practice counters the negativity bias that our minds tend to have, where we disproportionately focus on setbacks or failures. Reflect on this. How often do you pause to acknowledge your progress along the way? Do you recognize the small steps you take each day that contribute to your larger goals? Seneca's advice rings true here. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. The act of celebrating small wins cultivates an abundance mindset, enriching our perception of our own lives and achievements. This approach does not dilute the Stoic virtue of resilience, but enhances it by fostering an inner environment where perseverance is valued and rewarded. Recognition of small achievements reinforces our paths towards greater goals, building up an inventory of successes that prove to ourselves that we are capable and progressing. In doing so, we not only become more motivated, but also more equipped to handle future challenges, knowing that each step forward is a victory in its own right. As we reflect on the Stoic teachings explored today, we are reminded of the timeless relevance of this ancient wisdom. Stoicism isn't merely about enduring hardship with a stern face. It is about recognizing our capacity to cultivate inner peace and resilience, regardless of external circumstances. Have these principles sparked a new perspective on how you handle challenges and successes in your own life? Perhaps they have encouraged you to reconsider what you can control and to foster tranquility from within. I invite you to carry these insights forward, to apply them in your daily interactions and personal reflections. If today's exploration of Stoic philosophy has resonated with you, why not share this newfound wisdom with others? Like, share, and comment below with your thoughts or how you plan to integrate these Stoic practices into your life. Together, let's inspire a community of thoughtful individuals striving for a more meaningful and contented existence. What step will you take today to live more stoically? Let's discuss and grow together in the spirit of continuous improvement and personal development.